Welcome everyone back to D&D. Last time you guys fought Jason and his mom technically, and you won. As he also proceeded to burn down the cabin
Twice.
Yeah. While cooking an old lady.
Well, the second time wasn't the cabin wasn't the target.
But it succeeded in killing the target and the cabin.
All right. So
And I got to make not just one, but 3 funnies.
now I have a few questions for you guys as a party. Immediately after Kazi started burning down the cabin, does anyone want to do anything in this location?
I feel no. I mean, I was gonna look around for a long rest spot, but other than that, I wasn't planning on doing anything.
That's about all I'd be looking for.
Yeah?
I'm pretty tapped after me almost dying repeatedly to Jason.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You,
I mean, I can still go on, but
yeah.
Would not be in
ideally,
good condition if we ran into another problem.
Oh yeah. And I absolutely understand. Do you want to do anything, Royal? You guys have a little bit of a reprieve here. And
I mean, we could do a short rest to get our hit points back. Just take a legitimate break.
right.
Sounds good with me.
I mean, we could take a look and evaluate the area and see if there's like anything lootable here, as the house is currently burning.
That's true.
It's fair. It's fair.
Do you have the is it a cantrip that is shape water?
Yes.
Can you pull stuff from the lake to put out the crumbling cabin? We could sift through the wreckage for anything.
I mean, I guess I could try, but how much water am I even able to? A 5-foot cube worth of water. That's actually quite a bit of water I can move.
That is a lot of water.
That's a cantrip?
Yeah, 5-foot cube.
Oh, hell?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, maybe I can only carry like a gallon at most. But
Nah, bro, you're carrying a quarter of a lake. Goddamn.
I mean, sure, I'll dump a 5-foot cube of water onto the burning remains of a cabin.
All right. So you go ahead and do that. I'm going to roll a d20, see how well it works. The fire failed its resistance of being put out. So you put out the fire. But
Awesome.
a lot of steam. You low-key set off a small steam explosion.
So there's no more cabin.
And when you do this, a couple gold pieces and platinum pieces fly out of the cabin.
Well,
Isn't that just awfully convenient?
I will use my a piece of candy skills and find them all.
I'll wait for the steam to dissipate and do a thorough investigation of the house.
you mean you're gonna use your piece of candy and get caught again?
He wasn't technically caught. He was accused of beating children.
No, I
he
was
was
caught.
he was caught in a cage.
But
Until
we
he tried
showed
to
up
get out.
to him beating children.
Yes. I mean, our characters doesn't know that, but we're talking out of character as far as I'm aware.
So
You're not wrong.
you and Quack are searching through the rubble for treasure?
Well, I'm looking for the
Anything.
pieces that flew right
Mm.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking for anything of value or interest.
I'll also do a skim through using my detect magic to see if there's anything magical,
All
like
right.
anything illusionary, hidden behind illusions.
All right.
I can't use a proper term, so I'll use the long term.
That's
What's am I rolling?
fair. Well, first, Quack, I want you to roll investigation.
Okay. Okay, that's not bad. 15. For a -2, that's not bad at all.
Oh my
Oh
god!
yeah, that's a pretty good one.
You
I
are,
forget.
you are going to find 15 pieces of gold and 10 pieces of platinum.
That's a lot of money.
Don't you guys just love my ideas?
No.
What was your idea?
It was my idea to actually start searching around for loot.
Yeah. Yes, we love your ideas.
So we each get
We can
2.
figure it out after the session.
Yeah. Just do a total in your notes, and then we'll figure it all out after we do all the loot.
I'll throw it in character for now.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Now, Hunter, while you are digging through the rubble, right in the middle of the what would be the main room, in a oddly coffin shaped in a coffin shaped pile, there's actually, it looks like it was contained in something that exploded and burnt, and this was probably in there somewhere. You find a small hoard, not really a small hoard, but a hoard of gold and platinum.
Words are always nice things to hear for every
Yeah.
D&D adventuring group.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we are within shouting distance of a black dragon, though.
I'm not saying anything out loud right now. I'm waiting to see the total.
Holy shit!
What? I'm going to ask Eeyore if he can fit that all in his bag in him.
Yeah.
I will ask Eeyore to put all that in him.
All right. Kazi, roll investigation. Let's see what you find.
Not a damn thing. 6.
That's intimidation.
Oh,
Kazi, you're not trying to intimidate the loot.
13.
The 13?
I mean, I did just burn down its entire surroundings.
The
No.
loot is going to come to you because it's afraid of you. Okay.
Yep.
Honestly, with those numbers, I might as well just pocket the 15 gold and 10 platinum for myself.
I haven't said anything. I'm just keeping it in the bag for now because I don't know what's listening to me. My eyes are like bulging out of my skull right now.
Wait a minute.
All right. Here are here are 3 non-magical items you find, Kazi, while looking for magical items. And then with your detect magic, you are able to find a magical
I don't know if
ring and
I don't know if I want to put that bracelet on because of the last time I put on a bracelet.
Well, you said it's non-magical items.
I know. I don't think my character would care too much.
I mean, yeah, after the last bracelet you put on, you'd probably be avoiding it too.
He didn't really know that the bracelet was cursed either, or not cursed, but magical at the time. I don't believe.
No, I don't think. I think you just slapped it on because you like the look of it. I mean, I technically have identify.
Yeah, I was actually
Mm.
going to be asking though, after you finish talking Toxic, if I could have the investigation at advantage since I'm using detect magic
Uh,
as I'm searching.
yeah.
All right. Oh, that's much better.
Hmm.
19.
19?
19. Unless you want me to roll again.
Nope. And you also find a bronze crown. And there's a um statue made of pure gold.
Giggity.
And those are magical
No.
or not? Oh, they're not magical.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I don't think I should find those then, since the entire argument was because I was using detect magic to help find magical items.
When was the last
But
time your character ate, Kazi?
it would have been yesterday, so I would have to eat today.
Would you like an onion?
I have plenty of food, man.
I mean, I could check the lake for fresh fish too.
Well,
I mean, we have a
if that's
steaming
the
house. We
final
could
tally,
steam it.
I will copy and paste it into my notes so that
That
I
is an
don't
absurd
forget.
amount of money.
You found a hoard.
That is still an absurd amount of money. Then again, I can't say much because didn't I sell that staff for about equal to that?
You sold it for a fair amount.
I'm just gonna take a cursory look at the lake to see if there's fish in it.
There's fish in the lake.
Yeah, just to see.
I rolled survival.
I have proficiency.
Okay, go ahead.
While they're doing that,
22.
after like taking what I was able to find, I want to watch the surroundings.
You do
Make sure
not
that
find
nobody.
any fish.
No fish, huh?
Nope.
Okay.
What was that, Kazi? You want to?
After picking that stuff up, I want to watch the surroundings and make sure that there's like no ambushes or nobody's coming.
All right.
Did you ever take a look at the carnelian I have to see if it can become another elemental gem?
I believe in between all the insanity, no.
Because I think we were gonna do it, and then until our cave wound up being a giant worm.
Yeah, everything's been going south, so we're just gonna do that when we get back to Ironfall.
Sounds fair.
Every time we try and look at this gem, shit's gone south.
It's very fair.
Well, you guys scour through the sorry, I got distracted. You guys scour through the site around the lake, and you have found your hoard. You have found your loot, and there seems to be nothing else here besides
No.
from smoldering, exploded boards and the smell of mildew.
Is the Water in the lake, fresh, clean.
Do you want? If you're checking, go ahead and roll survival.
I mean, would I have figured this out while looking for fish?
I mean, technically, you would have been able to figure it out.
Because I can just, if you were to ask out loud, I could just tell you. But if you want to look yourself, you can do that too. Doesn't matter to me.
But and yeah, it's clean.
Do you still want me to roll?
It depends on if you ask Quack or not.
Is the water clean?
Um,
That's me asking.
as far as I could tell, I'm pretty sure. You
Yeah.
didn't tell me if it's clean or not.
It is.
Yeah, it's pretty clean though. There's no fish in here.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the stein, take a scoop, or I'm just going to pick some water out of the pond and make a cup of coffee.
Okay.
You rolled dice, I heard it.
It's nothing you have to worry about.
Alright.
I'm worried about it. DM said don't worry about it. Now I'm worried about it.
Oh, is there a roll that I missed?
Yep.
Ah,
Sometimes it doesn't pay to be an experienced player.
yeah. You want to head to? I mean, if you're done here, we can start going towards Ironfall again. We're like what 4.5 days worth of travel out yet?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. You guys,
Oh, I accident. Wait, no, never mind.
you guys all in consensus that you're going to be moving towards Ironfall then?
Yeah, we're just gonna have a short rest so we can get some hit points back.
All right.
I'm
I
just
don't
trying
know
to.
if we want to take a short rest next to where we just got this horde, though.
No, well, we're gonna move a little further away and then take said short rest. But
You got,
idea.
I want to go also shape another 5 feet of water and dump it over top of where we've been
okay.
to try and help wash away like any potential scents or tracks.
Oh, like the big cloud of smoke that was billowed in the air not that long ago?
Kind of.
Oh.
I mean, that's a little late now, but any physical tracks that we've been here.
Okay. Yeah. Um, Hunter, I believe you're the one with the highest passive perception. What's your passive perception, buddy?
26.
Oh, good. You notice carried in the wind, the sounds of large flapping wings.
Can I magically dig a hole?
Do you have a dig spell?
Can we invent it real quick?
No, inventing spells takes time.
I'm going to relay to the party there's large flapping wings coming this way. What would you all like to hide from?
To the dense
I mean,
forest, please.
I mean, I can just tell you guys to go ahead and run. I'll finish dumping the water on the house for a second time to try and cover up tracks of us being here.
I mean, if it's an
And
aerial
then
creature, it ain't gonna matter if we leave tracks or not.
I mean, kind of.
Now, the canopy is very dense in this area. So,
If we hug the trees really close, we might be able to avoid detection.
I mean, either way, I'm gonna finish like trying to wash the place out with water.
all right.
How long? How long do we have till it arrives? Roughly? Longer than 6 seconds?
Hunter would have to roll for that.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling perception.
I have expertise. So what does that give me?
That will give you advantage.
So straight roll.
Yeah.
Since he's telling us, can I assist?
Oh yeah.
And I'm also concocting a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So double advantage. So regular advantage.
Double advantage.
So regular advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give me a 26.
All right. It's going to take about 4 minutes for it to get to you, if you're guessing right.
I'm gonna yell out and
doesn't
say
do
we
that.
got about 3 minutes to get into hiding.
And how long will it take for me to do the water thing?
It'll take you about a minute
Okay.
if you're being thorough.
Yeah, I'll spend that minute.
All right.
Someone want to give me a high five?
Yes?
I'm gonna
Oh,
fly
yeah.
so that I'm not gonna be touching the ground, making more tracks and scents.
That's fair. I'm going to fly into the dense forest, if that's fine.
I also
Yeah.
want to take mental note of the direction that the rest of the party is heading, so I can follow.
All right. Go ahead and roll d20, both of you, and then if you succeed, then I'll have you roll a d6 for damage.
Natural 1.
Oh, perfect.
So I gotta roll a d20 and get what to make this work?
A 20.
I rolled a 10.
Oh, good. Good, Kazi. I want you to roll a d6. You're slapping Hunter in the face.
I'd expect nothing less. I rolled a 4.
Curator. Saliza.
More damage it is.
Misses and just smacks you right across the face.
I'm just gonna like have this exasperated face and sigh.
You can't shift your face, but I'm
I
under a
can-
lot of pressure here. There's a fucking dragon.
I just said it's large flapping wings. That could be anything.
Okay, fair enough.
None of it we want to deal with, so hurry up.
All right, let's try again.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
God fucking damn it!
That's a 4.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, good. Roll damage.
Fuck this
That's a
shit. I'll
D6.
carry you on my shoulders. Do your shit.
I mean, Royal could just carry me.
Royal
He already flew away.
off.
Oh.
Everyone else
so
has
a
already ditched,
D6
just you and me.
Damage. All right, 2 damage.
Awesome. Now I'm at 40 hit points even.
Hey, you match me.
You know that the
One
large
last
flap-
try.
All right. One last try.
I think this is
I
what
rolled a
the
7.
flapping wings are.
That makes sense.
Jesus.
We're not doing this anymore. I rolled a 6.
All right. It's not meant to be.
On the shoulders you go. Lean my footprints as we go.
All
No,
right.
I'm just gonna run off because it's easier to clean a small person's than a larger person.
Okay. Off we go into the trees to hopefully hide from this dragon after we just fucked around slapping each other.
I think it's a plane.
If planes flap, I'm concerned.
Here,
Alright,
this is
so-
evidence right here. I got evidence.
And he put it in character.
I'm sorry. If I ever saw that, I would just leave. I would not go to the airport. I would leave. Because that's not a fucking plane anymore. It's a fucking mimic. Imagine the
Alright.
passengers on that poor thing. Fucking whiplash.
So you guys dart into the forest. You can hear the flapping get closer and closer.
Well,
And
no, I cleaned first. I
Oh my
cleaned
God.
with the water first. I'm still doing that, spending the minute to do that.
okay.
And then I will go dimension door into the shrubbery where I seen them head. Spending, I believe it's 4 of the sorcery points for me to, I believe it's a 4th level spell. Yes, I'll spend 4 sorcery points to free up 1 4th level spell slot so I can just dimension door
Okay.
over there.
Good. Alright, so you dimension door over there. And are you guys running or hiding? This is important for me to know.
I think we're just kind of sneaking through the trees.
I think that we're
Running a fair distance, then hiding.
So we're getting
Well,
as far
what's a
away as
fair
we can, and then
distance?
just like sneaking through the trees, kind of hiding.
dimension door is good for
Stalking.
500 feet.
Okay. So you
Do we just want to say 500 feet and call it good?
You can only bring one person with you.
Yeah, I wasn't bringing anybody with me. It was just me
Hey.
since I stayed to clean.
Yeah, he was using it to catch up to you guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you let me know when this mysterious creature lands? If it does.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Oh, you guys go ahead and roll a stealth check.
I have advantage.
Awesome.
I have advantage.
That's
Go ahead.
cocked. All right.
Oh, good
That's
thing.
not
I rolled
actually
a
that
nat 1
bad.
and then a 19. So 26 total.
I got
I got a
15.
20.
I also got 20 on disadvantage.
How? That you are one lucky boy.
I rolled a 19 and then a 17.
I rolled 15.
All right. Good. As far as you all are aware, you are super stealthy boys and nothing can see you.
Just keep running. Just keep running.
You can see in the distance the black dragon land at the burnt down cabin and start rummaging through the debris. What do you choose to do?
I'm staying put.
How far are we?
I'm gonna palm the coins that I picked up just through the Eeyore. Put those in there.
All right. You see the dragon start sniffing around.
Are you putting the coins in Eeyore as well? The small amount that I picked up.
As long as he lets you.
Eeyore is not acknowledging anyone's existence at the moment.
Probably scared of the dragon.
He is doing his best to stay quiet.
All
My
right.
recommend. Shh. Let's
So,
hope he just didn't steal a dragon's horde.
does anyone know the difference in tracking versus scent versus tracking visually?
Scent tends to linger.
Dude, you know what makes scent really, really potent and linger for a long time?
If you smell really bad,
Musk, water.
It binds with water.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Scent binds with water.
Water usually washes away scent, which is why you usually want to try and track things that's not like
That
before it rains.
there's a little bit of a difference between raining, which constantly is kicking up all kinds of smells and stuff, right? So it's like overloading. Um,
Hmm.
but like it, for instance, if you try and lose sniffing dogs by running through a river, you're actually going to make your scent more potent.
I
Well,
mean,
did any of us
I
actually get
didn't
wet?
just do it once. Plus,
Uh,
you said as I was washing it, if I wanted to be thorough about my intentions of getting rid of the scent, it would take me a minute.
I understand. I'm just saying, all the smells out there are extra heavy right now, right? You
Okay.
absolutely thoroughly wash the area down, and there's no visible tracks whatsoever. There's all kinds of smells and stuff. It's going to take the dragon a longer time to find your specific smell, but it's definitely going to be there. What are you guys choosing to do?
Well, I'm gonna step away because I have to use the bathroom.
No. Okay.
Got to shit himself. Understandable.
Yeah, I need to use the bathroom as well. So
All right, everyone go potties.
Before the dragon eats us, yeah. Let's be clean for him.
Mhm.
can the dragon smell coffee?
Yeah. Yeah, Mythbusters did a thing on the scent stuff, and I am going to go ahead and um, post the link to a video about it and out of character, so anyone can watch it if they want.
Or sneaky?
Snicky snicky. Blue dragons. It's funny though because like I imagine D&D's specific rules on smell is probably some abysmal range, like 10 feet or some shit.
I mean, I would feel a dragon would have the heightened senses to track over a longer distance than that.
Yeah, probably. But I'm just trying to, get the role playing juices rolling.
Oh, they're already rolling. It's just a matter of how dead we are if we get caught. Whether it's well done or crispy.
Well, that also depends on these dragons' rolls too. On
Extra crispy.
oh well, it rolls, which is fucking fabulous. The dragon totally rolled exactly how I wanted it to.
Oh,
So,
wonderful.
a natural 20 or a natural 1?
You'll have to figure out when Kazi gets back.
Yeah.
I think
Part of me
both
wants to
do.
pray to Savarish to tell Threshmaw that there's a black dragon near Ironfall.
I'm back.
See if
I
that would
doubt,
do anything.
Oh, come
I
back.
doubt that Threshmaw would really care too much.
I think he'd be enjoyable for a fight.
I mean, only if it's like what he considers a good fight.
No.
I don't
If
know how
it's
powerful black dragons are, but it's a big one.
there's a generally speaking, they, with the exception of a couple, they're the weakest of, I believe it's called the chromatic dragons. So, or one of the weakest. I think green dragons are actually the weakest. So,
I
do
think
we know of any towns that's like nearby or like fortified towns?
the closest fortified town and or city is Ironfall.
Okay.
It's
Do we know?
fortified.
Is there anything closer that just is there?
Well, is there any like swamps or like marshes, whatever, so that we can like dip in to try and like mask our smell?
There's a mushroom swamp in the forest between you and Ironfall.
Well, is it like in close proximity? I'm assuming it would be if we know about it.
Yeah.
Um, do we want to try that?
I mean, anything to mask our smell at this point would be a benefit.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah. I just think it should be a good idea to try to make sure no spores get into your nose or anything.
Well,
Well,
we'll
would
leave
I
that to
know
the
if
ones who breathe.
is there any or would I know if there's any like poisons or toxins or anything I would have to worry about with a
Roll
spot like
history.
that? History, not nature.
Excuse me. What's that?
History, not nature.
You're going based off from memory on the area.
That's fair. 12.
Not that you know of.
All right. Good enough for me.
All right.
I kind of want to roll as well.
I'm gonna be stealthing over there rather than like sprinting like a dummy would.
Okay. We're still waiting on Quack to get back, I believe.
Oh, he's gone too. All right.
Yep. He also had to use the bathroom.
Because the only other option I believe that we would have would be to try and circle back to where the people he was waiting to eat would be.
Oh, that's fair.
And then seeing if one of them is maybe like a level 200 wizard that could just one-shot the dragon.
Yeah.
If they're enchanted by the dragon, I'm gonna say no.
Well, come on. You guys could totally take on a dragon all by yourself, right?
Maybe if it was a baby dragon.
Maybe with divine intervention.
Or if I at least had my, like, more than a quarter of my spells. I'm down to like 25% capacity here.
Yeah. I'm genuinely thinking praying to Savers might be our bet.
Well, I want to also say that I'm gonna consume a 3rd level spell slot to regain 3 sorcery points.
All right.
Can I pray to my god to see if I can convince him to give us anything to, like, heal us or benefit us in any way?
And you can pray to your god
I got advantage or proficiency.
in
Sorry.
I
religion.
mean, I would be careful not to make too much noise.
I don't have to actually speak.
Typically, prayers imply that you would be speaking to them. But
Yes,
okay.
but a prayer to a god doesn't have to be spoken, really. It just could be done with thought to pray, you know?
I guess that's
Okay, I'm
fair.
back.
Welcome back.
So I had a probably stupid thought. What if we
Oh.
try to go into the in-between again to escape the dragon?
Hey, your idea's off the table. We're already half dead. We got chased by a death spider out of the in-between not that far away ago.
To be fair, we were actually kind of safer there.
Maybe in your world, but
Also-
our side was definitely not.
Also, where we were in the in-between was a lot closer to Thule and Mechlem. We are really close.
No, we were
to-
still like a day out from Mechlem at least.
Yeah, but it's like months away in this realm right now.
I thought it was 5 days either way.
It was a week by airship to get to Thule from Ironfall.
May I roll the thing?
Yes, you may roll religion.
Can I have advantage from proficiency?
Sure.
$20.
All right. What is your prayer?
Can me and my friends have something to help us or heal us?
And, well, never mind.
Okay. What was that, Kazi?
I was about to ask him to be a little more specific, but that's not my role.
Okay.
Because basically what all I was going to imply was, like, help us or heal us in, like, what sense of the word? Like, are we going to be getting, like, a little stress ball to help with our stress, or...
All right. So, all in a ring around you guys. Skeletal hands start to break through the surface of the ground.
Oh.
More hands, great.
Can I tell if these are, friendly?
You can try.
I'm gonna
How
glance
so?
back at the dragon as this is happening.
Just be like the dragon looking at us.
Do I roll investigation for that?
Sure.
I have proficiency.
Okay.
$15.
You get close enough to recognize that it is a skeletal, that it's skeletal in nature, and that it is in a circle around you. And then the ground opens up under each and every one of you.
I'm
I'm gonna shrug my shoulders and be like, "Well, fuck it."
I think out of reflex, I would try and like jump to safety.
At this point, fucking
down
dragon
there.
or hole, I'm taking the hole.
Yeah, I'll take the hole too.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna slowly descend into this hole.
Oh no, it just like rips open. You're just falling.
There's no chance to react. It's just in the hole.
I think
Kazi.
Royal was still flying, wasn't he? Did you ever
No,
land there?
I never activated the bracelet.
We failed
No,
3
Royal.
times.
Royal
Royal.
flew ahead. Yeah, he didn't say that he had stopped flying. Kazi, roll dexterity. See if you successfully avoid getting dropped in this
Nope.
hole.
That's a 7. I am rolling really bad.
Just like
I'm
Wile E.
sure glad.
Coyote trying to dodge a cliff.
I'm sure glad that we have no possible life-ending threats going on in this session thus far.
I will cast Featherfall when we get close to the bottom.
You're in a separate hole, sir.
Oh, it's individual. I thought it was just a big hole in general.
All right, Royal, are you going to voluntarily go down the hole or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hole or dragon, I'll take the hole. Fuck it.
How wide is this?
About 5 feet wide.
It fits a person.
As
I'm
you
going
guys,
to how deep is this hole? Can I look down and see it? The bottom?
no.
Let me go.
As you guys enter the holes, the skeletal hands above you jut out and grab each other's hands, creating a cage-like structure above you. As the ground starts to cover up the cage-like structure made out of bone.
Are you hiding us or burying us alive?
You guys seem to still be falling.
I'm gonna get ready with one of my 5-foot iron spikes to catch myself by wedging it.
Yeah. If I don't feel like we are going to decelerate before I see solid ground, I will cast Featherfall.
Is it recommended that we make new character sheets?
I mean, I don't need to breathe.
Not yet.
I'm pulling
Okay.
I'm pulling out my dagger to slow myself down. I'm stabbing it into the fucking ground.
Now, you guys find yourselves falling into like an underground cavern almost. Very large, very foggy down here area. And you see a huge shadowy figure sitting in a chair. And you seem to be suspended about 3 feet in the air and unable to physically move yourselves. As you're
Like,
pulled toward.
like we can't move at all, or we just
We're
can't
just
move
taking
from
what
the
we're getting.
You're like floating in the air.
But like, can our arms move and stuff? Or
Oh
is it
yeah,
just...
you can flail around. It's just you.
I'm gonna pretend I'm swimming through the air now.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna like raise my eyebrows slightly while squinting and be like, "Do I know you?"
All of you are slowly pulled towards this dark, shadowy figure sitting in the throne. Purple fire lanterns start to light up around you. And speaking, as this shadowy figure speaks to you, you can both hear the voice with your ears and in your mind at the same time, and in the essence of your soul. Why do you call upon me again?
Can we have something to heal ourselves, like a potion?
For being chased by a black dragon.
I want to specify I never asked for you.
I just kind of shrug and be like, I'm just along for the ride on this one.
We're being chased by a black dragon. It was whole or dragon. I chose whole.
I would not constantly try to rely on divine power to save you.
Are we annoying you?
I have many, many followers that I must attend to, and duties I must attend to as well. I will help you this time, but you must prove yourself worthy of my assistance further in the future.
Right.
Anyone else have anything else to say?
Thank you.
Apologies. I didn't mean to bug you.
I kind of tip my hat.
Next time, could you pick one or the other, mind or ears? It's a little debilitating hearing the same thing in multiple sources.
You might not have a choice.
I mean, we don't know how powerful this guy is. Clearly, he's enough to scare the shit out of the fucking earth. Opened a hole to his realm.
Oh, geez, hold on.
Cool throne, by the way.
And he's responding to Kazi, and I'm not sure exactly how yet.
I really hope it's not a Thanos snap.
I could offer him the gold statue as thanks, though.
You hear, of course. And Kazi, your ears slowly melt off from your skull.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Damn,
He picked. He picked for you.
little rude.
So does that effectively make him deaf?
I'm probably permanently deaf now, yeah.
No, not deaf. You still have ear holes. It's just the outer ear just channels the noise into the
Yeah, but
hole.
what if the ear, like, melted and, like, fused over his holes? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to have to investigate this.
He just said that it melted.
So,
I
Just
guess he's
off the
not getting
skull.
that statue off me.
It's
He,
off the skull. It didn't say close to the holes.
he lifts his shadowy hand and he throws it down, and you guys plunge further into the depths. And then next thing you know, you pop up out of the ground, floating long enough for the ground to close underneath you, and then you're just dropped.
I'm a fly.
where are we?
You are in a very small house.
We're just kind of on
Going
hands and
to
knees.
look out a window and see if I could figure out where we are.
We're kind of on hands and knees, just kind of dry heaving a little.
Hey, why would
Yeah,
you be dry heaving?
Falling hundreds of feet in free fall does that.
Oh,
His
I'm a-
warforged guts are spilling.
I'd like to attempt to cure wounds my ears.
All right. I want you to roll medicine.
I
Can
mean,
mending be used
That's
on
a-
flesh?
we
That's a
can make
14.
you prosthetic ears,
I could make those probably.
and I'll attach them.
14 is a high enough roll, Kaze.
Oh, wow.
He did not try and permanently remove your hearing. It is probably if you were to guess, probably as gently as he could have done that.
He chose
Well,
to
that was
basically
very
caress
nice
your
of
ears
him.
away.
Yep.
What a way to lose your ears. Somebody caress them until they're gone.
Well, he has shown that he has a sense of humor to Royal when he first started helping out, so
So, the house that you find yourself in, as you look around, there is a very, very concerned looking gnome woman curled up in a corner with her eyes hugely opened and boggled in your direction. And
Well-
there,
If that being the case.
in the window that you're looking out of, Hunter, there's a small child looking in through the window. And he looks very entertained.
I'm going to smile at the small child and wave at him.
okay.
I'm gonna scratch my head, say y'all have a wonderful day, and walk out of the house.
The door is too small for you.
Oh, wait a minute, that could be an issue.
I'm gonna look at the woman, crouch down so I can look her in the face and ask if she knows where we are.
Ah. Ah. Roll intimidation.
Well, that would be a 5.
Good.
I'm sure glad I'm not having any possible life
I think
ending
a
events
low
happen this
roll in that
session.
case was better.
I mean, I never did say I was trying to intimidate, but
He's already scared shitless.
You're in Shrumville?
Do you know how far from Ironfall that is?
can I try and tell if she is telling the truth?
Sure. Roll deception.
Deception. Okay. I have proficiency.
Go ahead.
21.
She does.
Jesus.
She does not seem to be being deceitful.
I only have a +7, Hunter.
Really, that's the best roll you've done all night.
I mean, that was only rolling a 14, but yeah. No, I've had a couple better ones. But do I know possibly where that might be?
It's in the forest. That's in the swamp in the forest.
So
It is where we were trying to go.
we could assume that's not too far from where we were. Do I, or would I know how far away would be, or what direction Ironfall would be from the village?
Ironfall would be northeast. More
Oh,
east than north. East northeast.
so I don't have to try and pressure her for a regional map.
No.
Okay.
How did we determine how far away from Ironfall this is?
About 3 days.
Oh, so we
gained a
good.
day.
So I guess that I will ask her if she has any idea how we can get out of her house.
She,
'Cause
she like
you
looks.
said that we're too big for her, right?
Yes.
I assume we're all like on our hands and knees right now.
She like looks to her door and she looks at you guys and she just like lifts her hands up like you know how people do the air measurement thing.
We're not fitting.
And she looks at her door and she goes, I don't know.
You have mending, right, curator?
All right.
I have a better solution
I
to
got,
this.
No, I got this before Hunter can.
Wait, how are we all in their house in the first place?
We're on our hands and knees as far as I'm concerned. We are fucking
Ask-
tight as shit.
Ask your patron.
No, don't ask him. He's already pissed off at you.
Honestly,
No,
Kaz is probably the only one that can
to
make it out
answer
of the house.
to answer his question, he'd have to ask his patron how he got us in here. I'm not asking him to ask his patron to get us out. I'll
Oh,
be
okay.
very specific. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna assume everybody will be willing for this, and I'm gonna fucking grab. I think I'd be most worried about Fenwick, so I'm gonna grab him and dimension us to the other side, just outside the house.
How many
I am gonna
dimension
blow
doors do you have
4th
left?
level spells on this shit. So,
We could have just asked them if there was someone in town that could shrink us for an hour to let us go through their door. But yeah, I guess
Wait,
blowing
do
dimension
you
spell
still
will
have
work.
then I'm
what's
gonna
it called?
consume 4 sorcery points to free up another 4th level
Wait,
spell
hold
slot.
on. Do you still have shape of fog or misty?
No.
No, not misty. Set.
I do not have gaseous form.
Gaseous form. No.
Okay. So how many dimension doors are you casting, Kazi?
I'm gonna
Why don't
have
you-
to finagle my spell slots, but I'll be casting 3.
Open up the door, reach in, and grab one of
That's
them.
what I'm doing,
Okay.
Quack.
Oh, good.
So I'm gonna reach in. What?
On your second dimension door, let me know.
Alright, well,
Well-
I'm reaching in to go and grab either Royal or
I'm gonna put
Curator.
Royal through it.
I wanna like put up a hand to tell them to stop and ask or at least not mess with me personally, but I'm gonna ask the lady how much what did the door cost?
I was gonna say we're gonna need to redo the wall because
Sure.
we're not fitting through that door.
She slowly shrugs at you. I don't know. My husband's not home.
It's not like I'm destroying the door. I'm just reaching my arm in.
My
Yeah,
plan
but
was
magical presence might alert the dragon.
to just hand the amount to the lady, say wonderful, and punch her door and crawl through.
Even with the
if you
door
broke
gone.
the door down, the opening wouldn't be big enough for you.
Yeah.
You'd have to destroy part of the wall as well.
Which is what I was gonna do and have curator mend it, but Kazi decided to go the smart route.
Could have just asked if there was someone in town that could, teleport us out or help us out.
My hand is in the door waiting for someone to grab it.
I'm pushing Royal.
I suppose you don't get many visitors.
All
All
right,
right.
dimension dooring the second time.
All right, Kazi. Strength or dexterity saving throw?
Saving throw. I guess I'd go with dexterity.
Good. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Natural 20.
All right, you are able to dodge out of the way of this thing grabbing you out of your dimension door.
Oh, yummy.
Does this
I think you need to shut the door.
It is.
It's an instantaneous thing. It's not like it's a actual
is.
door.
It is physically holding open the dimension door.
Well,
Bullshit.
curator, jump through, and then
I don't know where that door's leading us.
it's
Right,
isn't
am I
it?
outside now?
How do you react to this, Kazi? Because this will determine what happens next.
I mean, I'd obviously be surprised and taken aback for a while, or for at least a couple seconds. Do you mean action-wise?
Yes.
I guess I'd at least ask what the fuck is that?
That's
So I'd try talking to it, I guess.
oh good. It reaches out at you.
I'm gonna be
I'm right
moving
there,
to try and
right?
prevent it from touching me.
I
I'm right there, right?
mhm.
Like aside of Kazi. I'll
Uh,
quick. Can I quick react? Pull my cutlass out to swipe at the tentacle as it reaches out.
I'm gonna try
Oh
and
yeah.
prevent that. Because we don't know if it's like actually aggressing towards us unless
Well, it tried to reach you,
Also,
tried to grab you.
I mean, for all I know, it might only be able to communicate like through its tentacles, like like semi telepathic kind of thing. Like just
That-
because it tries to like make physical contact with me does not necessarily mean it's going to be aggressive.
also, the people in the house right now also see this on that side of the dimension door.
Did you dodge a touch or did you dodge a swipe? Because I thought it was an aggressive swipe that you dodged.
I mean, Toxic just said that was, or it tried to prevent us from traveling to the other side, but he didn't say in what way, as far as I know.
It inside the house, it's starting to grab everything that it can reach. Chairs, the rug on the floor.
Juggernaut
Alright.
for the door.
I guess that,
And I'm taking the lady with me.
Well, I guess you don't got a house no more.
Can you fifth
I
level
guess I'm gonna
this
chill touch it. Yeah.
what's it called?
Banishment.
No, not the spell. Counter.
Counterspell?
It's already an active spell. Counterspell only works as they are activating a spell. It would have to be D-spell magic. That would
Oh yeah,
yes,
then
Yes.
dispel.
since it's already going.
Yeah,
You
then
are casting chill touch on it.
Yes.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm so good at that. Oh, hey. A non-natural 20.
Oh, good. You get to pick a spell slot that it eats.
Oh, great. That's what I love to hear. And I've only got 2 different ones that I can choose from, so I guess I'll go with my last level 1 spell slot that I was hoping to save.
Not anymore.
Do I still get to cast the Chill Touch, or...
You sure do.
Alright. 13 to hit.
13 hits.
10 necrotic damage. And if it's undead, it gets disadvantage on any attack rolls until my next turn. And since it hit, it cannot regain hit points
All
until
right.
the start of my next turn.
The all right. It immediately retreats back into the dimension door on the side, and the side that's open inside the house is just hoovering up the inside of the house.
I grabbed the lady and just fucking left the house. Broke through a wall.
Now, Royal, you're still inside the house.
Wait, I didn't get to go through the door?
This thing denied it.
Yeah, this thing didn't let it happen. Right now, it's just eating the furniture and stuff that's inside the house.
I guess I might also leave the house.
All right, you're going through the hole that curator there made.
Yeah.
Sorry. Simplest solution here. Sorry. Lady's life's more important than her house. We can rebuild that.
All right. So you're all outside. It's
Or I want to use Toll of the Dead on it.
Could you just... Oh, you want to do it that way? Okay.
Toll the Dead. All right.
Yep. It'll have to make I believe, Wisdom.
You
Yes.
also need to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. There's only one kind of spell slot I have left, so I rolled a 16.
All right. You get to pick which one it eats.
All right, I'll
Wait,
choose the only level of spells I have left.
by eat, do you mean permanently lose?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was
It
permanently
acts
lose.
as though he used the spell slot.
Okay.
All right, so it has to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
It rolled a 9.
All right. Is it missing any hit point?
Yes.
All right, so that's gonna be the bigger die. Ooh, max damage. 24 necrotic damage.
24. Ooh. Okay.
I was not expecting max damage.
What level spell slot did it eat?
Ate a level 3 spell slot. The first one ate a level 1 spell slot.
Roger that. It retreats into the dimensional rift. And the dimensional rift closes.
Okay. When Hunter busted through the wall, did it splinter or did it just kind of break in pieces?
Oh, and it's just shattered all over the place.
So mending is not going to be helpful.
I'm just going to drop her a bunch of money. Don't worry about it.
As you guys are standing there, and you look toward the scene that just happened, the house slowly starts to lean to one side.
There's no one else in that house, right, lady?
There's
No.
the kid, I think.
Okay.
The kid was standing outside looking through the window.
Okay, I thought it was like a window from another room. Like
Can
you
I
No,
get
no.
sometimes have the kitchen look into have like a little window thing looking into the living room or something.
Can I catch the house before it falls completely?
Sure, go ahead. I want you to roll strength.
I'm going to assist.
Go ahead and assist.
What % of this house is even left after I broke through it?
About 90% from
Oh, okay.
from the damage you did.
21.
Good. You successfully stop the house from leaning, and then it collapses from the roof inward.
Well, that was freaking pointless. I'm gonna take another sip of my coffee.
Don't worry. So you don't have to so you don't have to pull stuff out of ER. I'm just gonna hand them the lady the 15 gold and 10 platinum.
Okay.
I recommend washing that very thoroughly. Like now.
Why don't you wash it very thoroughly for her so she doesn't think we're handing her stolen money? Just gonna
I
throw
don't know.
that out there.
I don't know if they're
Use the mud, wash the coins in the mud, and give her the money.
Can I hand her the 1 pound tea brick as further compensation for the house?
I mean, you can hand her whatever you want.
She's traumatized at this point.
Here's some tea as like an apology.
She with shaking hands, reaches out for the cup. What was that?
I have no clue.
I didn't want you getting eaten.
No, what was the monster?
Do I know what that was?
That is the question of the day.
Would I have any idea what that thing is?
Everyone roll. Everyone trying to identify it. Roll Arcana and History.
Can I tell the lady that's called us trying to take the smart way out, but it turned out not to be as smart as we thought?
Oh, absolutely. You can tell her that.
All right, I'm gonna say that I told her that.
Okay. She like does that half-hearted. I'm chuckling because I think you're trying to be funny. Like
A pity chuckle.
Yeah, a pity chuckle.
You don't need to laugh. I'm genuine. I'm making a genuine statement.
Is there a bucket of water or something nearby?
There's a well.
Just use the mud. Use the mud to wash it. It'll be a better scent masker anyway.
What mud?
We're in a swamp.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, you guys are in a swamp town. The swamp is in the forest.
Okay.
Me and Hunter posted our roles in character.
Yeah,
ironically funny.
The monster.
Then I will wash them in the mud real quick and hand them to the lady.
All right. Hunter, you have no idea what it was. Kazi, you've heard of like myths that something like this could happen, but it was very vague, and most people just think it's like a rumor or like an old maid's tale to like scare
Children bedtime stories is actually real.
Yeah, to
not abuse dimension doors or something.
Yeah, not to abuse teleportations, dimension doors, stuff like that. It's like the
One of
boogeyman of teleportation magic.
It's one of those things that it's like they tell you that so that you don't do it, but no one really thinks it's actually gonna happen, but no one actually tries
Till
to
it
find it.
happens.
Yeah, no
Mhm.
one actually tries to find it.
For the record, I rolled a 2 and a 5. And I got what I got.
Well,
Yeah, you can delete the 15 gold and 10 platinum. I'm also gonna take a look around to see if the kid is okay.
The kid is
Probably shitting a brick.
ecstatic. It seems very entertained. Is
I
jumping up and down, clapping his hands together.
I just wanted to make sure he didn't get caught up in the rubble. He was pressing his face against the window.
No, see, when you guys caught the collapsing house, so it didn't fall on anything. It just collapsed in location instead of like collapsing sideways into another building.
Okay.
So how much of the village is now standing around this house?
And how many of them are pointing spears at us?
Oh, well, thankfully, none of them are pointing spears at you. But, about 23 people are standing around just staring.
I think it's best we take our leave.
I'd like to ask the lady or the nearest person if there's a place we could stay at for the night.
Yeah, there's,
to rest rather than the night. I'm not sure what time of day it is.
there's, guests usually stay at the longhouse.
Am I gonna have to use any more magic to get us in or out of said building?
No, it was built for get-togethers and
Okay.
guests, and it's
I
meant
just
to accommodate.
I felt like I probably should ask just to be sure. Which direction is this place?
It's the she like points at the only large structure that you can see.
Okay.
It's over there in the middle of town.
All right, thank you. And how about we go to a larger place and actually take a rest, guys?
That
I'm gonna
sounds fair.
ask the lady that we just dragged out of her destroyed house if she'd like to stay at the inn until her house is fixed.
We
She-
can cover your stay.
She like gives you a weird look for half a second. And then she like half laughs. She like, I was gonna stay there anyways, but I don't have to pay to stay in the longhouse.
I was gonna pay for you if that was the case, but okay.
It's more like a community center, but like it also has boarding as well.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, is that money enough to fix your home, or do you need more?
I don't know.
Understandable.
I mean, does this place look like 15 gold and 10 platinum is gonna be enough to cover a house? A gnome-sized house.
You can assume so. But judging by how the like village is kind of set up, it think like a mix between a medieval village and an Amish village.
Should be enough.
Oh, it might be more of a community project than a monetary value type deal.
Well, then it goes to the city. Invest in dragon defenses.
They're gonna need a lot more than that for dragon defenses. I am really sorry about your house, but I figured you would prefer that over dying.
Well, of course.
Are we making our way towards the longhouse?
You are making
Yeah.
your way towards the longhouse, as far as I know of.
Oh, I was figuring we were just standing there talking. I was about to PM you saying I'm just gonna sit down as while they go and
Yep.
chat.
I assumed walk and talk is what we were doing.
Regardless of what you guys are doing, the lady starts heading towards the longhouse.
I'm a tap. What's Hunter's character's name?
Curator.
I'm gonna tap Curator on the shoulder and be like, "Do you have any more barrels of wine?"
I do.
I make a sharp whistle towards the kid and wave him to follow his mother. Or
We
their
don't know
mother.
if that's his mother. It was just a random kid looking in the window. We have no idea what's going on here.
My character is assuming that the kid is associated with that gnome.
There's so the kid just kind of like looks at you weird. Like he's got no idea what you just said.
You're not gonna follow your mom?
He like does like the weird like muscle pose thing, and then he like does a motion with his hand, like the house collapses and it goes.
Oh, he might not be capable of speech.
All right, we found the village Iliad. Let's continue.
It's kind of
Like-
is that your child, ma'am?
She looks back. She goes, "No."
Oh. Oh, okay.
That's I don't have any kids, but I'm flattered that you think. I'm flattered. And she kind of sounds sarcastic when she says that. So you guys make your way to the longhouse. And you see there's like a big dining table in the middle, and like steps that go on the sides that lead up to like beds and stuff. But it's like a barn door on one side and a barn door on the other side. They're just sitting wide open.
Barn door?
No, it's like made for normal sized people, and you can tell that this is like where like visitors would come and stay. There's different sized chairs and stuff around the table. There's different like animal heads mounted on placards and stuff on the side. There's a very, very old looking gnome sitting at the head of the table. His beard far surpasses his own height, and his eyebrows themselves look like they have become part of his beard.
Epic old gnome.
Can you see his eyes?
No.
Okay. But he can probably still see you just fine.
The wise old gnome, I bet, can see very far away.
Welcome to our humble village.
We accidentally broke down a house.
What a surprising event of events.
Well, I'm gonna leave all negotiations to Royal now. He seems excellent.
But you didn't do it on purpose, right?
Yeah, we didn't
I'm
do
just
that
gonna
on
chuckle.
purpose. We were just trying to get out, but then something wasn't too happy with us and basically, I think, attacked us. And it technically broke the house. And I think, and we just jumped out.
My, what a horrifying series of events. Is that what happened, Karen? And he seems to be looking at the lady. Yes, Grand Elder, that's kind of what happened. Though they did come through the floor into the house before it happened. I believe the drow was casting magic when things kind of went south. Hmm.
On that note, do you happen to sell any roasted giant cockroaches here?
Are you gonna seriously ask that everywhere we go?
They're good.
It's his favorite food. Just let him know.
We should just get him a supply then.
We tried, and then it turned out to be garbage. What more do you want from me?
We
Do you
don't.
sell them?
We don't tell them. We do catch them occasionally to harvest their carapace, but you can just have some meat if you want to help clean one. I'm sure there's.
Well, I'll just take whatever a normal dish is here, I guess.
Well, we're going to cook up a giant centipede in a little bit.
As soon as he says centipede, I shiver.
I don't know if...
What, sweetie?
Would that have been something I would have tried?
I feel like you would have tried regular centipede. I don't know about giant centipede.
I don't imagine they taste too much different.
I think it'd be depend on how it's prepared.
Oh no. Well, oh, okay, sweetheart. We're
Would that be something I would have tried before Toxic, or would that be new to me?
That'd be new. Oh, okay, sweetie. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I'll think about it. No, we'll also have snakes and mushroom stew.
How would you say that the centipede would match up with a giant cockroach in terms of flavor?
I haven't eaten a giant cockroach in some time. I couldn't tell you. Good.
Well, I'll try it.
All right, sweetheart. Do you want Daddy to start making you some noodles? Not yet? Okay. And, so, it won't be ready for a little while yet. Do you intend on staying the night?
Yeah, I'm kind of exhausted. A lot's happened in a very short amount of time.
Good.
But I'll let everybody else here tell the story since it seems to be going so marvelously well. How much for the cockroach?
Oh no, it's not
or
like
not
that.
Cockroach, but the centipede. Oh, okay.
If someone asks you for help, just be willing to help.
I'll gladly help doing any lifting for the time being.
As
I'll
long as
do-
it's within reason, I suppose.
No, sometimes they need help cleaning dishes or cutting up vegetables, things like that.
Alright, as long as it's not like the last favor that I may or may not have had to do.
What was the last one?
I mean, we were just sent to fucking put a stop to a demigod. So,
I gotta go feed my roommate's cat. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't really much of a favor, but I might be exaggerating things a bit.
Nah. Anything you want to say, Quack?
Excuse
I'm still kind of hung up on the centipede thing. Do you guys eat centipedes?
Listen, if
I
you
mean-
don't want to eat the centipede, we're also going to have snake and mushroom stew.
Well, I don't really eat. I just don't like centipedes.
Now, if you got some good beer or alcohol, that's more his tune.
No, of course we have a gnomish delight.
That perks me up. I'm like, ooh, ooh.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Yes, we have a few barrels that we've recently tapped. Would you like a drink?
Yes, please.
He like leans back in his chair and he starts like kicking his feet out and wiggling. You can like see his toes wiggle through his like razor thin boots, and a mage hand forms in front of him and picks up a mug and goes over to a barrel that's mounted on the wall.
Peak efficiency.
Alright,
And
no. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Noxie.
he starts doing like rune formations with his hands too, and another mage hand pops out and opens up the tap, and it pours out drink into the cup and closes it back up, and the mage hand brings you the cup. Quack.
Can I like ask the elder gnome if he's like ever had coffee before?
Oh, why yes, of course I've had coffee.
Alright. I was just a little curious.
Yes, we have
No.
coffee here quite a bit.
I take the mug and tip my hat before taking a big swig.
Oh, good.
Alright, now Royal and the kind lady over here, you can go back to telling him about the events that's transpired.
Yeah, looks at
Unle-
Royal expectantly.
Actually, I think we kind of said everything so far. We tried getting out of the house after somehow getting into the house after making a very certain somebody, I'm assuming a little angry by requesting their help so much, or technically just me personally, but anyway, then we ended up in her house. She seemed quite shocked about it, and we tried getting out through what seemed like a smart method, but something happened that didn't go too well, and it said basically punched us in the face with a "no, this ain't a smart method anymore." I mean, punch in the face figuratively, if you couldn't tell.
As he says that, could I try and use minor illusion to like replicate the image
Oh yeah, of course.
Can I help him with prestidigitation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll performance, Kazi, with advantage.
I'll handle like cool effects, basically.
21.
All right. Oh my! What a devilish-looking creature.
Oh no, Tyrael's back.
Oh, please. No, don't compare me to him, please.
Yeah, 19.
19. Oh, God.
Can I
Alright.
look at this gnome guy real hard and see if I recognize him?
Mm-hmm.
What would that be?
That would be insight.
Nat 20. It's an 18 with the -2 though. But
No,
that is a nat 20.
not 20. Okay, no, you don't recognize him.
Okay, I was just curious.
Okay.
I don't believe that we've really met many, if any, gnomes.
I myself got suspicious of him being ethereal in disguise because you mentioned it.
To
Or
be
someone did.
fair, the first time you guys saw Tyrael, he was disguised as 2 dwarves and a gnome in a trench coat.
I guess that is fair. The thing is, though, Royal, is if he had altered his appearance at all, you wouldn't be able to recognize him as Tyrael. You'd have to like go and investigate and or dispel the magic to like find that it was him, kind of thing.
My legs get a little wobbly, and I find a chair to sit down in and take another swig.
Roll another con save.
I also have. Do I keep the advantage from
Nope.
proficiency?
No, you lose it.
So just regular?
Yep.
24.
Okay, you're not getting worse yet. All right.
Can I ask Finrick if I can smell his drink? I'm just curious as to what it smells like.
I hold it out and I kind of look in the cup at and think about how strong it is before looking over at the gnome and his small stature.
It's nice and bubbly too. It smells like rubbing alcohol to you, Royal.
Is this just straight alcohol? I'm gonna turn to the gnome and ask that. Like straight 100% pure alcohol.
Oh, no, of course not. Just close.
I'm gonna raise my eyebrow.
It's just a little shine.
Even rubbing alcohol isn't 100% alcohol, so I
And
will.
Finwick, while I'm waiting for my meal, let me take a little sip of that.
Go ahead.
All right,
I don't know
roll.
how much is left in the mug.
You said a sip. I'm gonna say there's a sip left.
No, I mean
Alright.
as far as for me to finish it then afterwards.
I'm gonna ask the gnome if I myself may help with meal preparation.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yes, of course. Then go out there, and he points to one of the entrances. Turn right, and you'll smell the cookhouse.
Alright. I'm gonna go help with food preparation.
All right. So Kazi, roll Constitution saving throw.
Alright, I have
wait, but
proficiency.
Go ahead.
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay. It's really strong. Yeah, you definitely like you feel a little buzzed, but you'll be all right.
So I'm just gonna start hacking, like, yeah, that's alcohol.
Gonna slam back the rest of it.
All right, roll con with the disadvantage.
21.
Okay. Um,
Oh.
you're good. Yeah, we'll keep on your feet.
I don't slam it, but it's a little hard when the mug hits the table again.
The elder throws his hands up a little bit. Oh my!
Good shit. You okay if I provide entertainment during the meal tonight?
Oh, of course you can.
I pull out my accordion and kind of do a little tune and test.
All right.
I'd like to consume my last 3rd level spell slot and convert them into sorcery points.
Okay.
And then make a 1st and 2nd level spell out of them.
All right.
If I can do that.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with it.
Well, I'm gonna be asking him, very much off topic, if he knows someone that is able to appraise items or magical items.
No, I can, of course.
All right, and how paranoid do I want to be?
It's up to you.
I kind of hear this. I'm like, and it's a little louder than it probably should be. And like, you probably want to wash anything you found pretty quick,
Well,
pretty soon.
I guess that I'll hand him the magical ring, I guess. Well, I'll show him the magical ring. I won't hand it to him.
Yes, of course. And he like clasps it in his hands, and he like you know that thing people do where they put a die in their hand, they like put the other hand over and they shake it like they're about to roll it, roll it across the table.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Sort of.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay, hold on.
You kind of make a sort of clamshell with your hands and roll the die in that.
Anyway.
He like clasps it in his hands and he like shakes it by his ears and stuff. And he opens a little hole in his hands and he blows in it. And so, yes, of course. And he holds the ring back out for you.
Alright, I'll take it and ask what he knows.
Oh, yes, of course. And probably want to know what it is.
Well, that would be the intent, yeah.
Yes. You see, this here, it is what I'd call a ring of regeneration.
Looks at him.
Alright, I guess that I will. Well, first, can I tell if he is withholding any information and being truthful?
Sure. Go ahead and roll deception or insight. I don't care which one.
go deception. Proficiency in both, though.
Okay. Go ahead.
25.
He seems to be being honest.
This is just making me more suspicious. I guess that I'll ask him if he can appraise the magical crystal ball that I found also.
Oh, yeah, why not? And he holds his hands out. It looks enormous in his hands, and he like holds it up to his cheek, and he like slowly rubs one side of it with his fingertips. Yes.
Here, I thought he was going to do the flame thing again.
It's too big for that.
I know.
It's
He can
like
still try. He can shake it up like a drink mixer.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he hands it back to you.
What, are you listening to it or something?
Oh, it gives the sight.
It gives the sight.
Yes.
Was it like a crystal ball, clairvoyance crystal ball or something?
Yes. It is a crystal ball.
I kind of like perk up as I get an idea, and I pull out
And
the
I
No, go ahead.
have no idea what he's referring to unless he's trying to be very evasive about it.
I think he's just saying it's the classic crystal ball kind of thing. You look into it to see, like, I don't know the limits of it, but it's like, I don't think it has to do with the future or past, but like, yeah, clairvoyance, pretty much. That's what I'm getting from it.
It's
Go ahead.
it is just a typical crystal ball.
Can I roll to see if he's... Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was an actual item.
Yes,
All right.
it's an actual item. I sent you the stat sheets on both of them. So,
Yeah.
so you know what's up.
Yeah. I was very much at a halt as far as that was going.
Does the ring of regeneration need to be attuned? Out of curiosity.
Probably.
What was that, Hunter?
No, he asked if the Ring of Regeneration needs to be attuned. I would assume probably based on the name.
It does require attunement.
Yeah, then I can't use it. I already have all three of mine filled.
The crystal ball also requires attunement, so.
I actually have 2 slots available.
Cool. I'm gonna ask the gnome if he has anything that he would like me to do to make up for him identifying those for me.
Fine.
I am pretty physically exhausted at the moment, but
Of course, you can try out my newest drought and tell me what you think.
it's not gonna kill me, is it?
It shouldn't.
Do you want me to write a last will for you just in case, Elias?
You know what? Sure.
Hey,
I'll take you up on that, and I'll drink his drought.
I mime writing in the air. All of my worldly possessions go to Finrick.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
He reaches into his beard and pulls out a like 6-inch tall barrel and hands it to you.
Before I drink it, I want to cast Detect Magic.
I was looking to see if I have detect poison.
You do
I
not
took
detect magic.
Detect Poison off my spell list.
As did I. I put detect good and
I think
evil
I
in its
did.
place.
Let me just double check. Yeah, I took protection from good and evil. But, alright. Is it magical in any way?
No.
Okay. I will drink it.
All right. Make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
I am
I have
prepared to catch
proficiency.
him if he falls.
What was that?
I have proficiency.
All right, and make a straight roll.
Holy crap. Alright, 11.
Awesome. You are drunk. You're weak in the knees. Your arms feel like spaghetti.
Well,
Yes.
that is real alcohol.
Is it any
Also-
smoother than the stuff I had?
Also, you have like flashing colors in your vision.
Oh, that's gonna be great because of my sensitive eyes.
It's hallucinatory.
Oh wow.
So he gave you acid.
Pretty
No.
much.
It certainly sounds like he gave him acid.
I'm gonna need help to a room.
I will gladly bring you to a room.
It's
We'll
more
get
like
you.
bunk beds on the walls.
We'll get you when food's ready.
I think you'll be out cold before then.
Yeah, I
Royal,
perk up.
speaking of food,
I'm gonna just fall on my face after
I
all
I
they
got
got
need
you.
there.
is help carrying the big platters out to the table.
What?
They need help carrying the big platter that has the big centipede on it out to the table.
I would not mind helping.
And then they also need help carrying a big cauldron of soup.
After I help move the thingy to the table, then I will help them move that.
As you get about to being able to touch the bed before they start bringing food out, it's lies.
Well, I'm away to the bed. I want to try snagging a piece of food or something.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. 17.
No, you manage to grab one of the legs on the centipede and you pull off a chunk of meat.
Perfect. I'm gonna just write it behind me. Thanks.
Oh, hello
I'm
there.
just
Barry.
nibbling on it as I walk towards the bed.
It- Welcome to our guests this fine evening. And gnomes start pouring into the longhouse. There ends up being about 56 of them. And they all just kind of sit around grabbing food and bowls of soup and just hunks of meat out of the centipede. They seem to not be paying any attention to you guys at all.
That lady said she had a husband, right?
Yes.
I'd like to apologize to him for the house problem.
Am I already passed out by this bit? I'm assuming so.
Yes.
Can I throw the comforting blanket over. Is it Zelias?
Yes.
I want to throw the comforting blanket over Zelias.
All right. Zelias, make a wisdom saving throw.
What?
If the blanket is put on anyone against their will, they have to make a save against it.
19.
All right. You can choose not to be comforted by the blanket.
You know what? I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and accept it.
All right.
I've had a very discomforting last 24 hours.
It's been a rough couple hours.
All right.
Like the entire last 24 hours was really rough for me.
Out of curiosity, does he have this angry-ish face that softens?
He looks
I don't think so.
uh,
Go ahead,
he
Max.
looks especially content. It's lies. It's going to take you half as long as usual before your long rest is completed.
Oh, awesome. So if we're going just based off my usual sleep thing, the trance lasts 4 hours.
So a 2-hour sleep.
Hi. Oh, I'm gonna
I want to
start.
do something
No.
a little different. While they're all eating, I would like to cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay.
What do I see?
Let me double check the spell real quick.
I'll nonchalantly walk around to get a good view of it. So I get everybody.
Hmm. The longhouse has been consecrated.
Hmm.
What does consecrated mean?
Basically blessed.
Mm.
It's holy ground in a sense. That is good to know. This is probably the safest building in the fucking village.
I just is the gnome busy currently eating?
Yes.
I'll just wait. But I'm gonna start a tune and like attract attention and be like,
Where's that from?
God, can't. And be like, gather around, but and hear tales from my 250 years on the open sea. And I just start picking random, like, interesting voyages to start telling stories, and I use like my actor feat to actually make voices and animal sounds and everything to enhance it while playing background music.
Roll performance with advantage.
'21.
You do acquire quite the crowd. About 30 of the gnomes come on and off to come listen to your tales while grabbing soup and chunks of centipede.
I'm just so absorbing this because I'm like, this is just really
Matter of
cool
fact,
that I can find.
all of the children have gathered around you with bowls of soup.
And for the sake of the children, the stories are censored to a degree. You know, pirate orcs do not the most PG. But yeah, I'm just being able to just share. You can tell my character is very happy being able to share these stories.
Yeah. That night becomes long, and the children end up going to bed. A lot of the adults stay behind to get a drink or two before they head off. And you can hear some of the gnomes talking to the elder. And they seem pretty happy with the general fare of things in town. And many have asked when Antis is going to come by and check on them. From what you can gather, Antis is somewhat of a lordly figure in the swamp, and she goes by and checks on all the villages in the swamp from time to time.
Do we overhear his answer?
He said that they're expecting her in 2 days. That's all you're able to gather.
Did we ever get the Black Dragon's name?
No, we never asked it.
I'm gonna go out on a whim. Is this person a Black Dragon?
I mean, they might not even really know.
Like, I'd like to get to know this person in a sense. Like, what could they tell me about them?
Well, if the house is consecrated, a black dragon wouldn't be able to step in there, would they?
Depends on how strong the consecration is.
I mean, it could be Tiamat doing it.
So, are you actually asking someone a question, Hunter? Or?
Yeah, I assume I would overhear this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to ask them, like, who is this person they think so highly of? Like, describe them to me.
Cantus Shrapnel is the lady of the swamp. She just kind of looks over everything. Every once in a while, she'll come by and ask us for tribute, and in return, she'll help keep our village safe.
Sounds like an interesting person.
Something tells me a black dragon is not that generous.
Well, considering they don't seem to value money in this village, I would assume not.
I don't think they're the black dragon, but I also don't know if we'd want to stick around for 2 days just to meet them.
If you want to, you can go try and meet with Cantus in the old castle ruins.
Is this on the way to Ironfall?
It's in the middle of the swamp. And you could get there in a few hours traveling east.
Well, we technically have to go that direction anyway to get to Ironfall.
Yeah, I kind of look over at Curator and I'm just like, like it's all kind of on the way.
We should probably tell her.
Probably. I mean,
I'm
she
sure
might already know there's a black dragon around, but just in case.
It doesn't hurt to be semi-nice to people, right?
I kind of perk up and I look over to the elder and I pull out the and I kind of gesture Curator over for his opinion as well. And I pull out the Carnelian and the red Corrodium. And I'm just like, I'm not very smart, But these are like the same color. Is there any way I can like duplicate this thing?
You mean you want another one?
Yeah, the second red coronium wouldn't be bad.
Do I know what it takes to make red coronium? That'll be the first question I'd have to ask.
The kind that he has, you need a fire elemental.
So it's not something I could just recreate randomly.
No,
Okay.
not unless you can create a fire elemental.
It's what is the elder?
I would have to check if I have Conjure Elemental in my spell list, to be honest with you.
I'm just curious what the elder would have to say about it. Because I asked him as well.
Oh, no, of course not.
You need a Fire Elemental, Finric, to
Yeah,
make those.
okay. Can this be used for anything, or is it just pretty?
Do I know of anything that could be enchanted into red coronium?
No, it's just
Or the carnelian?
carnelian.
Yeah, actually, I think carnelians can be used for something. Let me check.
Is they're worth? It's a one worth 50 gold.
I could get a carnelian enchanted to do +1 of bonuses to investigation checks. Or I can enchant it with another spell of any value.
Hmm. And what does that do? Just lets me use a spell?
Well, not necessarily. It would be like a defensive thing, depending on what you want me to enchant it into. I'd basically imbue it with an attribute to boost stuff. Like this gem in my chest will negate a critical hit and make it turn into a normal hit.
Okay, does this require attunement?
Depends on what I put it on.
Okay.
Depending on what enchantment we put on it, it could require attunement. It could just be a effect as you're wearing it. It really depends on what you want as it.
I mean, I guess I could see if it could be put in like the hilt of my my pistol or something to give it to make it to give it some extra effect or something. Then that's not something we can do in the backwaters of the swamp.
No, I would need quite a bit of time to enchant a gem.
Yeah, I just kind of like and I put both things back in my pouches. And I'm just like, interesting.
I'm just going to point out, it also costs a fuck ton of money.
I just kind of glance at Eeyore.
Does he know I put that gold stash in Eeyore?
I'm pretty sure I was watching. I think everybody saw you pick up a giant pile of money.
No, I just asked Eeyore to put it in there. He normally just hops off of me, scoops things up, and comes back.
I mean, you were definitely going and looking for something.
I figured we were all watching you, and it'd be pretty obvious of Eeyore jumping off, but I don't know.
So, how long are we going to be staying here before we continue on our journey?
I assume just a simple night.
Yeah, I assume it's the night for a long rest.
Well, Toxic already said that the night was pretty much over.
Yep.
No, we just get a long rest out of it.
So now we can just go and do things, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So, I guess let's go ahead and go.
Wait, so did we get the long rest?
Yes. Go ahead and check your long rest.
Okay. Long rest is obtained.
And I believe you are no longer exhausted, right, Hunter?
Oh. Sorry. I am no longer exhausted. Let me edit it. I forgot to click the remove exhaustion thing for a long rest.
Okay.
Yes, I am now no longer exhausted.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, everything you've asked me to roll, I was proficient with. Except stealth. That was bad.
All right. So I'll thank the bartender once again for identifying everything for me, and let them know that we'll be on our way.
All right.
You got anything you want to do, Royal?
What are we doing right now, like as a whole?
I mean, I
I'm
figure
trying
if
to
we
push everybody to go to Ironfall.
Yeah, I figure if we stop to that lady, tell her about the black dragon near the swamp, and then head to Ironfall. Since she's east, Ironfall's northeast, or northeast. It's not terribly out of the way.
I think that we should just go to Ironfall.
I thought it was
Something
east
like a black
northeast.
dragon. Dragons are kind of the people around dragon. Well, can I roll to see how much I know about civilizations near dragon layers? Toxic.
Uh,
Before I go nerding out.
you can roll for a specific dragon if you want.
All right. Well, how about I just message you and you let me know if it's something that I would know.
Okay.
Would that be fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought Ironfall was east northeast.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
You said north northeast.
It's east northeast.
Yeah, so it's even closer than it's like we'd be with how far away Ironfall is. Still, it's like basically not out of the way at all.
Can we add the on-rest XP? Or should we wait?
I feel like we should wait till this session's over to do that.
Alright.
Because portion of the session was in before the long rest.
And unless are we doing a long session again?
Oh, we're going a little bit longer yet. I'm trying to reach a certain point.
Oh, okay. Does it involve the village getting dissolved in acid?
Well, we did deal with, I forgot the great dragon's or the fang dragon's name, and then I was looking into these what was
Thrushmaw.
his name? Yeah, there was Thrushmaw, and then there's Cartex. I was looking into, so I do know a little bit about. Okay. So Toxic gave me the thumbs up. Typically, civilizations near draconic layers are aware that a dragon has made a lair nearby. So it's within reason to assume that all the villages in the swamp is aware of the black dragon that's made a lair there. So we don't necessarily need to go and inform them about the black dragon because they should already know.
I mean, it's still it's still if it's not too big, it like card. We don't need to like go searching for her, but be like if we
cross paths, we'll tell her. If not, we'll just keep going. How's that?
or even
Compromise?
just to meet her if we.
I don't think we need to meet her.
Uh,
I was curious about what kind of person it was to see if they were the black dragon.
We could almost make it. Like we would go
Actually,
by this castle, just heading towards.
I'd like to ask the one guy or the tavern owner if they have a magic circle in town.
The elder looks at you. Not for a long time.
Okay. Can I see if he's like withholding the information with the whole long time thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Was it deception?
Yep.
Or insight? Okay. 24.
He is at least partially telling the truth. But he is definitely not telling you everything.
All right. Well, thanks again. We're going to be on our way. And I'm going to start leaving the town.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we all just kind of
As-
start heading out.
Good. Anyone with a passive perception of 15 or higher will notice that there is a dense fog in the swamp, except for specifically around the town.
Huh.
It's almost like a physical wall barrier.
Was this here last night?
You didn't leave town last night.
No, but we would have been able to see it, wouldn't we?
It was in the middle of the night.
If we didn't leave, it might only affect someone if they start to try and leave the village.
No one said
Gnomes
anything
are
about.
fey, aren't they?
I don't believe they are technically.
I believe Detect Good and Evil would have told me if they were. Yes, they would have. That's partly why I used it.
Okay.
And inside of this fog, it will be considered as lightly obscured.
So half vision
Right.
of normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well, I guess I will try and enter the fog.
All right. And enter the fog. It's fog.
And I'm just heading in the direction that Ironfall should be.
I'm going with them.
All right. Obviously you're in the swamps. It's rough terrain.
Alright.
All the plants are grown thick and twisted, and the mud is thick, and it reeks of death and decay.
Am I the only
Can
one with
I-
a sharp? Well, no. Royal has a sharp weapon, but it's two-handed.
Can
Oh,
I
have a
specify
dagger.
that? Can I specify that I want to try and focus on listening rather than my other perceptions to try and focus or know if anything is going to try and come out?
Yeah. The water feels almost supernaturally fouled.
Old.
I'm if I guess I could be leading since the compass is built in me, and also I can hack through plants with my cutlass if need be.
Your weebly wobbly cutlass.
Yeah, when you catch glimpses of me swinging it, it looks it's a little floppy.
Can I like fly up and look past the fog or try to see above it?
You absolutely can try.
Depends how thick the canopy is.
Alright, what would I roll for that if rolling is necessary?
Yeah, open up your toy, sweetie. Once you get about 20 feet off the ground, that you can see that the fog is hanging about 20 feet high. So,
And if I look down, can I still see the party?
I mean, they're lightly obscured through the fog, but yeah.
Alright, I think I'm gonna just fly a little above and just kind of observe, like let them know if I see anything coming at us.
All right. So the party ventures into the swamp. And I'm going to end this session here.
All right.
That works.
Royal, I also kind of want to just let you know that since you're above the fog, that means that if you see anything, it can see you too.
I don't know.
So sometimes that's more dangerous.
Really? Because it's 20
Much
feet of
so.
fog. They'd have to look through
No,
at
he's
least.
above the fog.
Yeah, but still, they would have to
They
look
would see
through, like,
him, and they would go investigate him.
But that only matters if he's like directly above something that you guys are trying to keep hidden.
Or if it's also flying, like, I don't know, an Arakakra or a
We
dragon
already had a
or
dimensional beast show up,
Alcatraz.
okay? Stop
Look,
jinxing us.
Look, it's not a bad idea, okay?
It's not. It's not. Because at least this way we know if we're being like
Stop.
magically
Followed?
moved around and then being led back to the village or anything.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I would sense
you
that
can
too with the
verify.
compass.
Not necessarily. So there's pros and cons to like
It's just a
doing it and
tidbit.
not doing it. Yeah.
That's the total for this session, Toxic?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Did we divvy out the gold, or are we still keeping that in Eeyore for now?
Let's get to Ironfall.
That sounds
It
good.
is probably the safest time to deal with anything.
And it's not like we can use the money out here anyway.
Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. And hopefully I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye for
Okay.
now.
See ya.